been a while, isn't it? It has been an absolute while. I had a couple of weeks off, and not off training, I've always training and stuff, but recording it and stuff is just, it's a hassle that I couldn't contend with the past few weeks. I'm transitioning from one coach to another, I'm transitioning from one job to another, so it's all absolute hectic. We've had an hectic few weeks.
It's been like a fairy tale. We have very hectic 2 days.
Yes.
Very hectic, no?
I speak English.
I'm sorry.
The guy who I'm meeting with today seems like the real deal, you know? He seems very, very content that I'm not just going to get in the ring and win, I'm going to get in the ring and win gracefully. And I like that attitude. I will give 110% to any coach that will give it straight back to me, and vice versa. So obviously in boxing as well, there's a lot of high impact on your hands, wrists, elbows, and your shoulders in particular. If we're talking about punching, obviously the force and the force that comes back once you've obviously laid that punch into an object, you know, it could be a pad, bag, face, whatever. And I have quite tight biceps. So in order to loosen those things up, there's two techniques I use. IASTM, also just a little bit of sort of stretching as well. So what is IASTM? Well, it is instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization. And obviously using this bad boy, this is what we're going to do to mobilize my elbow joint, all right? No, it's not a knuckle duster. No, I did not steal it from Batman. And no, I'm not going to partake in any form of violence outside of this place. It's £40 on Amazon. A lot of money. Health is wealth and all that, so invest in yourself. Mate, massive poet, and I. The reason why I use moisturiser isn't just to sort of look after my skin or whatever. It's also because you can't go on this dry. It hurts a bloody lot. You can even put a jumper over the top, or like a fleece or something, like some soft sort of material sort of thing. As long as you don't mind sort of bobbling the material, which I kind of do. I'm broke, man, so I kind of need to look after every bit of every bit of clothing I have. So I'm literally just going to lube up this area here. There are a lot of innuendos in this one, I will say. There are a lot of innuendos. Other tools you can use with regards to IASTM, instrument assisted soft tissue mobilisation, you might see the massage guns. They're quite good, but obviously just understand the striations and patterns of your muscles. Don't just go willy-nilly wherever you can, because you could hurt yourself. If you don't know what you're doing, follow this. So literally I'm going to pick this little bit here, and I'm just going to slowly apply pressure. I'm going to relax my arm. I'm not tensing my bicep at all. No, seriously, I'm not. And you just sort of roll it across. Now, I don't do it too heavy. I just do it enough. And as you can see, my arm's going red now. So the blood's rushing to the surface of the muscle. Nah, it's where the blood's rushing to the surface area. A little bit more. Just coming up towards the skin. Just means the blood flow's going around. It's a nice bit of kit, this. As I said, it's £40. I'm sure you can find things a little bit cheaper. This is just a fantastic technique. Fun fact for you as well, this originated from Chinese medicine. But if you even go back as far as the Romans and the gladiators, they used to massage parts of their body with this sort of equipment all day. So they're ready for battle at any point. And it makes sense, man, it makes sense. When I first used this bit of equipment, I obviously did the technique right, my bicep loosened up a little bit. It completely might be a placebo effect. I'm not selling this as it's literally the best product in the world, but I certainly think it's helped me. I endorse it as my own sort of individual experience. It's a very good bit of kit. So I've done the bicep a little bit. I then go over the wrist muscles, and again, do not go over the bone. Same with massage. If you're getting a good sports massage, they're not going to go over your bone. They're not going to go, if they're doing your back, they're not going over your vertebrae. They're not going over your shoulder blade itself. They're going amongst the muscle, all right? You don't want to massage straight over bone. My wrists are fairly bony, so it's quite easy for me to sort of pick out where not to massage. And again, this is great skincare as well. This is great skincare. If you've had a nice hot day out in the sun, bit of aloe vera, and this is golden. Again, I'm not going over bone. As you can see, like, I'm just going over the wrist here. It just loosens up this area. This is probably quite a good, I'd say I'd endorse this as a technique for you desk workers at home. For you guys working at the desks, this could potentially, now don't hold me to this, because it's just something I'm thinking of. This could potentially reduce wrist tension and reduce that famous little injury well known in the desk working world as RSI, repetitive strain injury, because you're loosening up the wrist. Now look, there's a little bit of muscle there that it separates, and there's bone there. So I'm just going to use this little ball part, just go across that. I'm just pressing a little bit there, and you feel a little bit of a ripple. Let's do that. This can be as unpleasant as you like it. It's another good thing about this top. It can be as absolutely unpleasant as you like it. It's just a good little bit of kit. You just massage it out. You're making sure you're not tensing the area when you massage. If you've got tight shoulders, that could be down to having a tight upper back. It could also be down to having a quite tight sort of pectoral area, a tight chest area. So you can even use this part of the equipment to just go across, like so. Now I haven't got any aloe vera or lubricant, as they say, so I'm not going to go over that too heavy. Also, when you do that, mind the nipple. That might hurt, unless you're into that sort of stuff. IASTM, instrument assisted soft tissue mobilisation. I recommend using it. Might be more so in the head, but I think it works perfectly. So first session done at Honey's Boxing. I'll tell you what, mate, that was fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant. I think a boxing gym, or just a gym in general, like, should be defined upon how they run things there, you know what I mean? And obviously I've worked under some fantastic gyms as well, but just the whole ethos. They're a boxing gym, you know, they're very sort of community based as well. And the technique that went into it was just so specific and so strict. And I think that is something that that's someone I actually really need as well. Do you know what I mean? I think it's so important to have someone who's looking over your shoulder in the way that he did. And he was very specific with how he approached the coaching. I thought he was really, really specific with his instructions. I think he was really good at sort of breaking things down for me. Mate, it was a fantastic session, you know, and I got a nice beast in at the end as well, as you could see. So yeah, very pleased. Very, 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 very pleased. Nah, awesome. All right, well, that's really enough for me, to be honest. It's really a short, sharp video today. I am going to start getting back on top of this now that I've got a little bit more of a rotor about me. And I've got exciting things to come as well, just in my sort of everyday life and my occupation. So I'm looking forward to taking you guys on this journey, boxing-wise, and even career-wise now as well. Fantastic. So yeah, shout out Honey's Boxing. See them again soon. Sweet as.